What's up, guys? It's Casey Zogelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with another Hocus Pocus 2 theory video. In today's video, I'm going to answer a question that was raised at the end of the film, and a little bit at the beginning. Are Izzy and Cassie witches like Becca? The answer is actually a little muddier than you think, so let's just go ahead and get started. At the end of Hocus Pocus 2, there were two different instances of Izzy and Cassie using magic. The first is when they help strengthen Becca's shield.
Cassie, come on!
And the other is when they do the chant magic to make the spell for reuniting work.
Okay. The spell for reuniting. Okay. Lost and gone and out of sight. Ichitacapita Malika Mystica. We cast the spell to reunite. Ichitacapita Malika Mystica.
But up until that point, when they joined hands with Becca, they never showed any aptitude for magic. For Becca, there were clues to show she was going to blossom into powers, like Winifred did in the prologue. Nothing indicated Izzy and Cassie would be able to do magic. Now, this isn't to say that they hadn't done something magic-related before, i.e. Becca's birthday ritual. Every year since they were 5, as told to us by Cassie, they participated in Becca's birthday ritual. They said the spell, they evoked the emotions, they practiced magic. So the groundwork was there for them to develop powers, but especially in Cassie's case, they didn't seem to do it all the time like Becca did. Cassie, once she separated from the group, fell off the whole magic wagon. Her connection to it would have greatly lessened, while Izzy probably grew a little closer to it. She and Becca regularly visited Gilbert's shop, so Izzy remained pretty educated on the topic. She was so well versed that even when Becca didn't believe something would work, Izzy did! She was the one to improvise the spell in the basement over the Angelica leaves first, even if it was Becca's powers that ignited the magic.
Maybe we do a hand-wavy thing, like the witches do? Lift the curse and let us out. Lift the curse and let us out. Lift the curse and let us out.
However, this still doesn't mean that Cassie and Izzy are in fact witches. In this universe, you could learn as much as you want. But unless you wake up with glowing hands on your 16th birthday and a red-winged blackbird flapping around your vicinity, it's a no-go. Unless Becca is the eldest member of the group. She could have been the one who aged in first, and the other two would follow later on. Now, I'm bringing this up because it seems in this universe, like in Harry Potter, not everyone can become a witch. You're either born with it, or you're not. This is made apparent by the prologue when Mother Witch gets a good sniff of Winifred. She can smell Winnie's magic, which makes her back off, and note that she also leaves Mary and Sarah alone, the latter of which she planned to steal the soul of. So, she knew these three held magical potential regardless of their age at this point in time. As in Harry Potter, I'm sorry, the comparisons will not be stopping because it makes too much sense. It's not uncommon for underage witches and wizards to experience flare-ups in their powers as they begin to come into them. That's why Mary and Sarah, though no indication of magic was yet seen, were able to help with the spell of smoke and flame. Their elder sister was a witch, so naturally they would be as well when they hit the right age. Now, at the end of Hocus Pocus 2, when confronted by Becca and the others, Winifred could smell power too, only from Becca.
Edward is a witch?
I knew she smelled awful.
The big difference between the Sanderson sisters when they were kids and the present-day trio is kind of an important one. The Sanderson sisters are related, while the other three are not. Magic is more likely to run in bloodlines than it is to pop up randomly, unless, you sell your soul for false magic like Winifred did not do, in fact. And if you haven't watched me tear apart a few facets of the Sanderson sisters legend and prove them as false, you can do that by clicking on this thing right here. So while a witch's coven can be made up of witches from many different bloodlines, it's still important for them to, have magic. Winifred's coven consists of her blood-related sisters, but she does also call Izzy and Cassie Becca's coven.
Thou art a new witch. Only a witch and her coven can manifest what is written.
So, there's an indicator that the two are witches, but only just. Here's the thing with these two. They are witches, but in a symbiotic way through Becca. Let me explain, and I'll draw back to the Sanderson sisters a little bit in comparison. Winifred, Mary, and Sarah, blood relations, born with powers via, I can only assume due to lack of parental evidence, their mother's bloodlines making them half-bloods. Becca, born with magic, again due to lack of parental evidence, but heavily implied, as her mother was a witch, or at least a practitioner of magic. Cassie's parents. We can actually talk about them! Absolutely magicless due to the Trask bloodline, because there's no way on God's green earth a little magic would even survive in those genes. Izzy, whose parent is Susan, and we don't know much about her either, I'm gonna assume is also magicless, but a bit more in touch with the practice via Becca's mother. Same can be said for maybe Mrs. Trask. Now, when we get to the end of Hocus Pocus 2, there was a very important clue that shows us what I mean by magic through symbiosis or osmosis.
Power's meant to be shared. Becca, give me your hand! I'm kind of in the middle of something right now!
Little witch cannot hide from our power.
Power is meant to be shared. Becca, give me your hand! Come on! Cassie, come on!
Becca pulsed magic from herself into Izzy and Cassie when she grabbed hands with them. She gifted them powers that came from her own magic, and it is forever connected to her. So let's say Becca was to lose her magic somehow. Izzy and Cassie's would go right along with it, since their powers are directly connected to Becca's. I think Izzy knows that these are borrowed powers, because at the very end, she only refers to Becca being a witch, while she and Cassie only helped.
Yeah, I guess if you consider resurrecting evil witches and then finding out your best friend is a witch and then helping her do a spell to get rid of them as missing out, then yeah, so you missed out.
Mary and Sarah, on the other hand, had magical heritage, and they were going to blossom into full witchhood when they hit the right age. So their assistance with the spell of smoke and flame probably did feed off of Winnie's magic a little bit, but not nearly as much as Izzy and Cassie's. That's the difference between the two covens. One has magical lineage, the other is by osmosis. So yes, Cassie and Izzy are witches, but if Becca were ever to lose her magic, theirs would follow right along with it due to the connection. So there you have it. Izzy and Cassie are witches, but it's a little more complicated than simply being born magical. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I'm so glad I was able to actually pull off a theory. My brain has not been braining, and then I started this one, and I finished it in 2 hours. Scriptwriter Casey came back with a vengeance, and it was very, very nice to get through. Thursday night, though, is the premiere of a brand new gaming series, but it is a Twitch exclusive, Black Flame Gaming, so go follow me on Twitch for our premiere of Hocus Pocus. Let's play the Untitled Goose Game. It'll be starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 a.m. UK time on my Twitch channel. It's going to be a honking good time. Saturday night, tune in for more Black Flame Gaming here on YouTube at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 a.m. UK Time for more Mary Sanderson Plays Pokemon Heart Gold Randomized Nuzlocke Edition. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's smoking the competition, ladies and gentlemen, just as she was doing before, to the surprise of no one. We missed a couple encounters last time, but they were just being really stubborn, and it's no big deal. But we got a really great team. Everything's going really good right now. And we're having a blast in the chat over there. These last few weeks, you guys have been on it, and I've been enjoying every second with you guys. Loving it. And I almost forgot, and I need to tell you guys about this. There are two important announcements I need to make before I say goodbye. The first and foremost, my birthday stream. April 14th. Sunday, April 14th at 2 p.m. Nah, we'll probably go 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I think that's 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. UK time. I gotta look it up. Editing Casey probably fixed it. We'll be doing my Hocus Pocus Bean Boozled Birthday Bash number 2 right here on the channel. If you want to get in on the Bean Boozled trivia so you can Bean Boozle me and make me have to eat those disgusting beans again, join our Discord. Join the Discord server to submit your questions. We're going to be doing that. I don't know about a fan mail opening yet. I'm still trying to decide on that one. You guys are going to have to tell me if you want to send fan mail, and if you haven't heard my spiel on that, it was in the last video. Don't bother spending money on me, just send some letters or a nice drawing. It makes me happy. That stuff makes me happy. So there's that. We'll be doing that. Probably do a live Q&A like we did last time, and one of my best friends in the whole wide world is going to be joining me for it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you come do that. The other announcement regards the podcast. The Sanderson Sisters and Us has been put on hold for a prolonged period of time because my partner, Hocus Pocus Guide, he's not in a great place right now. He needs to take a step back. He needs to just have some mental health time. And as you guys know, on this channel, mental health is number one concern. I am a big supporter of mental health, and I really want him to get better, so we're not going to push it. Whenever he's ready, he'll let me know, and we'll do episode number 2. I just wanted you guys to know that it's going to be put on hold for a while, because I want him to have time to feel better. So I'm not going to get into details or anything. Just know that it's on hold, and send some good vibes his way. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your thoughts on this theory down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my last minute announcements because my squirrel brain kicked in. I'm Casey Zogelman, aka the 4th Sanderson Sister, and I'll see you witches and wizards later.
I put a spell on you.